Africa is a hungry continent. And how is it that our heads of state are crossing the world to beg? These are the questions that we ask ourselves and that we have no answer to so far. We have the opportunity to forge new relations. And I hope that these relations can be the best to give a better future to our people. My generation is also responsible for saying that, because of poverty, they are forced to cross the ocean to try to rally Europe. They die in the ocean. But that soon they will not cross, because they will come to our palaces to seek their daily food. As far as Burkina Faso is concerned, today we have been confronted for more than 8 years with the most barbaric, the most violent form of neocolonialism, of imperialism. Slavery still has a lot to impose on us. Our forefathers taught us one thing: the slave who is not able to accept, his revolt does.
Hey guys, as you're watching this video, our vision is to reach 500,000 subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, join membership to support our channel, and join Patreon and PayPal. All the links are in the description. Do that to stand with us for this beautiful cause of One Africa right now. We do not forget to sign up for the petition. The link is down below. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Camarade Président Vladimir Putin.
Comrade President Vladimir Putin. Comrade President and Head of State of Africa. Comrade Head of Delegation, good morning. It is an honor for me this morning to speak here, and to give you the fraternal greeting of the people of the whole country. It is also the place for me, before anything else, to give thanks to God, Almighty God, who allowed us to meet here this morning in good health to talk about the future and the well-being of our people. I would like to apologize to the elders that I could offend in my speech. Africanity obliges, the rights of the nation, I must apologize. Comrades, I have a few questions from my generation. There are 1,000 questions that we ask ourselves, but we have no answer. And it turns out that here we can wash our dirty linen because we feel like a family. We feel like a family in the sense that Russia is also a family for Africa. It is a family because we have the same history. Russia made enormous sacrifices to free the world from Nazism. During the Second World War, the African people, our grandfathers, were also deported by force to help Europe get rid of Nazism. We share the same history in the sense that we are the forgotten people of the world. Whether it is in history books, in documentaries or films, we have a duty to wash away the role played by Russia and Africa in this fight against Nazism. We are together because we are here to talk about the future of our people, about what will happen tomorrow, about this free world that we aspire to, about this world without interference in our internal affairs. We have the same perspectives, and I hope that this summit will be an opportunity to forge very good relations in the light of a better future for our people. The questions that my generation ask themselves are the following, if I may sum up. It is not to understand how Africa, with so much wealth under our feet, with a generous nature, water, sun in abundance, is today the poorest continent. Africa is a hungry continent. And how is it that our heads of state are crossing the world to beg? These are the questions that we ask ourselves and that we have no answer to so far. We have the opportunity to forge new relations. And I hope that these relations can be the best to give a better future to our people. My generation is also responsible for saying that, because of poverty, they are forced to cross the ocean to try to rally Europe. They die in the ocean. But that soon they will not cross, because they will come to our palaces to seek their daily food. As far as Burkina Faso is concerned, today we have been confronted for more than 8 years with the most barbaric, the most violent form of neocolonialism, of imperialism. Slavery still has a lot to impose on us. Our forefathers taught us one thing: the slave who is not able to accept, his revolt does not deserve to be pitied for his fate. We do not pity ourselves for our fate. We do not ask anyone to pity themselves for our fate. The Burkinabe people have decided to fight against terrorism in order to restart its development. In this struggle, valiant people, valiant populations have committed themselves to take up arms against terrorism. those whom we have affectionately called the VDP, the volunteers.
Nos dévanciers nous ont bien appris une chose.
We are surprised to see imperialists treating their VDP as a militia of all kinds. It is disappointing because in Europe, when people take up arms to defend their country, they are treated as patriots. Our grandfathers were deported to save Europe. It was not with their consent, against their will. When they came back, we remember that in Traoré. When they wanted to defend their basic rights, they were massacred. This does nothing. When we, the people, decide to defend ourselves, we are treated as militias. For 54, but that is not the problem. The problem is to see African heads of state, who bring nothing to these people who fight, but who sing the same song as the imperialists by treating us as militias, by treating us as men who do not respect human rights. What human rights are we talking about? We are opposing this and it is shameful. We, African heads of state, must stop behaving like puppets, who dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. Yesterday, President Vladimir Putin announced the shipment of cereals to Africa. We are very happy. We thank him for this. But it is also a message for us, African heads of state, because in the next forum, we must not come here without assuring, for those who do not know the war, the self-sufficiency of our people. We must take the experience of those who have already achieved this in Africa, build good relations here, and build better relations with the Russian Federation, to be able to meet the needs of our populations. It will not be long, time is running out. We have to stop for a while. But I would like to finish by saying that we must therefore pay tribute to our peoples who are fighting. Glory to our peoples, dignity to our peoples, victory to our peoples. The country or death, we will win. Thank you, comrades.
Atteindre cela en Afrique, tisser de bonnes relations ici et tisser de meilleures relations avec la Fédération de Russie pour pouvoir assouvir les besoins de nos populations. Je ne serai pas peut-être long, le temps imparti est très court. Nous sommes obligés de nous arrêter à un moment donné. Mais je voudrais terminer en disant que nous devons donc rendre hommage à nos peuples qui se battent. Gloire à nos peuples, dignité à nos peuples, victoire à nos peuples. La patrie ou la mort, nous vaincrons. Merci, camarades.
This is the journey to one Africa.